Do you think that you should stay neutral when it comes to controversial subjects, given the fact that you are a public figure and you have a huge platform that you can use to talk about those issues? Well, I believe that... Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special reaction because we're gonna be watching and analyzing together the full performance of Kathleen Paton during Miss Eco International 2022. And I'm guessing that at this point all of you guys know that Kathleen actually won the entire pageant, so congratulations to Kathleen, another crown for the Philippines. I definitely saw the potential and I suspected that this might happen. If you guys remember, I made a reaction video to her full performance during Miss World Philippines and also to her tourism video that was made for Eco International. But this time around, I'm really excited to see her full performance during Miss Eco International 2022 from beginning to end and give you guys some of my insight, my feedback, and my opinion about her entire journey. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what do you think about my comments, feedback, everything that I said during this video, and of course about Kathleen's full performance. So without further ado, let's get into today's reaction. I really hope that you enjoy it. Here we go with the introduction.
Miss Eco Philippines!
Wow, so elaborate.
Miss Eco Philippines! The Philippines is known as the Pearl of the Orient Sea because of its beauty, landscape, and culture. This national costume showcases the Philippines' national gem, that is the South Sea Pearls.
This is quite frankly such a beautiful interpretation of the ocean's pearls, because when you look at the national costume, you can see that reference in many places, but at the same time is not that obvious. It feels very like fashion forward, it feels very editorial, and of course the pieces that are really standing out for me in this particular costume are the headpiece, this sort of cane that she's holding with her hands, and at the same time the neck piece that she has around her neck. I feel like also the dress that was selected for this really blends very well with the accessories that were added to the national costume. I don't know if they selected first the dress and then they built the accessories around it, or if it was the other way around, but in any of those scenarios the final result is extremely polished. I assume that it must have been difficult to carry the headpiece and the cane at the same time, because you have to make sure that you're staying balanced, that nothing is gonna fall. And I don't really know how much time they had really to prepare, because if you look at the back you can see that it's not placed properly. However, from the front it doesn't show, so that's definitely a good thing. She walks with so much grace. Oh, the stairs. Nightmare. You see, like the back of the neck piece, it's not in the right place.
Top 21 for Miss Eco International 2022. And for the best eco video and the first finalist in the top 21, Philippines!
Yeah. Come on, Kathleen. Okay, so for those of you who watched the entire pageant, you will know that there was a moment where they had like a little number, all the girls together, and they were performing with this particular golden dress. Some pageants don't do this anymore, but I personally appreciate it because it allows you to see all of the girls under the same light in a way. When they're all wearing the same exact thing, you really get to see like who's standing out when it comes to just like their overall beauty, their overall aura, like their presence on stage. There's no really any distractions when it comes to the gowns, to the shoes, whatever added elements that they might be using to enhance their performance. So I'm really not upset at the fact that they had all of the girls wearing the same gown for a short moment during the show. And also congrats to Kathleen for winning for the best eco video. As I was telling you, that's one of the things that I reacted to on this channel, and I really loved her video. There were so many different elements that she added, information about the country, but also about the values, the culture, the people, and you could really sense that it was a very heartfelt video. Proud of you, Mamshi. Evening gown. She understood the assignment. Honestly, I'm really happy with this particular dress. I feel like it is not only beautiful because of its color, because of its design, but also it's very dynamic, it's very fun to watch. The fact that it has all of this fabric in the back that whenever she walks, it just, it's flowing with the wind. It adds movement, which makes it interesting to the eye. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it almost reminds me a little bit of the gown that Nadia Ferreira wore during Miss Universe 2021. And obviously it's not the same color, not the same design, but the fact that it's so flowy, that it's so light, it really gives me those vibes. Most importantly here, I feel like the dress is complementing Kathleen and is not really swallowing her. Although it's an exquisite piece, she is still the center of attention with that beautiful smile, that beautiful makeup, simple hairstyle, but very effective. And overall, she really nailed this performance when it comes to how she presented herself during the evening gown competition.
And next, give
Top
it
10.
up to the Philippines!
Come on, Philippines! Bonga!
Your topic is water pollution.
Marhaba, Egypt. Water pollution. Water pollution is a huge issue in the Philippines. A lot of Filipinos actually don't have access to clean drinking water. And I believe it is a right for every single human being, especially to my Filipinos, to have access to water, to clean water. Therefore, I aim to work with a company called 100 for All to give free access to water through giving out free water filtration systems, not just to one family, but to whole community.
Okay, what I'm gonna say about this particular segment, well, first of all, I like the fact that it's not a question per se. They just give you a subject and then you have to come up with a statement or talk about the subject. In a way, there's an added layer of difficulty because it's not just about answering the question, but you actually have to come up with something that is cohesive, smooth, and that actually has substance. You can tell that she was a little bit nervous when she started the statement because at some points she was hesitating a little bit, but the most important thing for me is that this didn't feel rehearsed. She knew exactly what she was talking about. She addressed the issue being one of the biggest, problems in the Philippines. So therefore she's familiar with this type of problems. And also she mentioned one of the organizations that she works with in order to battle this issue. So it's not just about creating awareness about the problem, but also about finding solutions. So we love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Philippines.
Top 5
One
announcements.
more spot in the top 5, and only one more finalist was going to make it through the day and would still have the chance to compete over the title and the crown. And someone over here guessed it right. Yes, it's the Philippines!
She just gave it away. She was like, yeah, you got it right. Come on, Kathleen.
As the title holder, you're a public figure. Do you think it's important to stay neutral on controversial social issues or to use your title to promote your own belief, and why?
Alright, because this is actually a question, I'll give you my own take on the answer before we hear what she has to say. So, do you think that you should stay neutral when it comes to controversial subjects, given the fact that you are a public figure and you have a huge platform that you can use to talk about those issues? Well, I believe that in a way, a beauty queen is supposed to use her platform for a greater cause, and sometimes that will get you into areas or zones that you might not be so comfortable with. But that's part of the responsibility that comes with the title, is to give a voice to those who cannot speak for themselves, is to inspire people to be the change that they would like to see in the world. So if you have a platform or you have a title, a crown, and you're not using it in order to talk about these things that potentially could change the situation for millions of people, then I don't see the purpose of being a beauty queen. So that's just like my little take on it. Those are some of the elements that I expect to hear on her final answer, but let's see how she did herself.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for that wonderful question.
Oh, the audio.
It is a very tough question, in all honesty, because we are at the forefront of opinions and negativity every single day, especially on social media. I do believe as a leader and as someone who is very influential in society, we sometimes have to use our voice in a very neutral state of mind because we have a very influential position. But in doing so, we also need to use our voice in order to motivate other people to stand up for what is right. And I think that takes a lot of good moral compass. Thank you.
You know what? I'm actually going to agree with her answer. And although I'm a little bit more controversial, like I like to be very opinionated and take sides, like pick a side, I do have to give it to her on that aspect when she said that sometimes you gotta be neutral. You gotta know how to choose your battles. You cannot be polarizing in every single situation. Otherwise, instead of bringing people together, you are just creating separation. So perhaps in certain scenarios, it is good to be neutral, and in other scenarios, it is good to really pick a side and really stand by it and stand your ground. But since they didn't provide any specific context for the question, I will go with what she said. Being neutral sometimes goes a long way. Do you agree with that? Let me know in the comments, please.
Thank you so much, Philippines.
Shukran. Thank you.
Belgium and Philippines.
Crowning moment.
Come forward.
Who is it gonna be? I have no idea. Exciting.
Okay, so this is the most anticipated moment of the evening, and because I'm evil, I'm going to make it take so long.
It's between Belgium and Philippines. Uh-oh.
Yes, here we are. Okay. So I'm going to announce the winner. And
before they actually announce the winner, let's take a moment to acknowledge the dress that Kathleen is wearing right here. Honestly, this is another thing that I wanted to talk about. Like how many dress changes Miss Eco International gave us this year for each one of the girls. I'm honestly quite surprised. It's my very first time ever watching Miss Eco International. I honestly didn't even know it existed before Kathleen won the title. So I'm pleased to see how much diversity, how much substance, how much quality they delivered, although they are a much smaller pageant. But quite frankly, it looks very, very promising. I'm excited to see where it's gonna go in the upcoming years.
this would mean that the other one would be the first runner-up. الاسم اللي أنا هقوله دي الفائزة، فautomatically البلد التانية هتكون الوصيفة الأولى. Winner of Miss Eco International 2022 is
Louise. Come on, Miss Eco International. Miss Philippines.
Congratulations, Philippines, winner of Miss Eco International 2022, and Belgium, our first runner-up. Thank you so much for coming. We really hope you enjoyed your night.
Uh-oh. Where's the crown? Where is the crown? We need the crown. Ooh, the crown is too big though. Ooh. Okay, girl, get it? Yeah, push it back. Okay. Alright everyone, there you go. That was my full reaction to the full performance of Kathleen Paton during Miss Eco International 2022. Once again, as I said, so proud of Kathleen, and I was kind of expecting this outcome based on the previous reaction that I did. Always saw the potential, always saw that she had it in her, and I'm really glad to see that right now she's gonna be getting the recognition that she actually does deserve. I'm also really pleased with the pageant, the format, the diversity of gowns and segments that they gave us. I feel like it was a fairly entertaining pageant for being a smaller one. So I'm actually going to keep an eye on Miss Eco International for upcoming editions because I really did enjoy the experience. So before I go, as usual, please let me know in the comment section what do you think about the entire pageant, Kathleen's performance, my comments and feedback, and anything else that you would like to express. While you're at it, don't forget to leave a like on this video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug. That's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.